On today's video, I'm going to be doing the look you saw on the intro, obviously. So I'm gonna have my face like a skull, like a pretty, it's kind of like a sugar skull, and then the other half I'm gonna do like a pretty eye makeup look. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So obviously I'm gonna start with my foundation. So I'm gonna be prepping my skin as always. So I'm gonna be using my primer water, and I'm also going to be using the Becca Backlight priming filter. I'm going to start with this eye, so I'm going to go ahead and just prep my eye, and I'm going to be using the Tarte Shade Tape to prime my eyelid. And I'm only going to prime this eye because right here I don't need to prime it because of course we're going to be doing black, so I don't need to prime that. And then I'm just going to set it with translucent powder just to set the concealer. Okay, so moving on, I zoomed you guys in so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Sultry palette just because I find there's a lot of pretty shades in here. So I'm going to start with my crease shade, and I want to do kind of like a cut crease. So I'm going to start with the shade Birch, which is this one right here. Don't mind my nails, I just took them off right now because I already needed a refill and I need to do my nails, so don't mind my ugly nails. So I'm going to be applying this right here on the crease and then just blend it back and forth. And because I want to make this shade a little bit deeper, I'm going to be going in with the shade Twig right here. And I'm also going to be applying this on my crease. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the shade Bloom, just so I can get a little bit of like a reddish, maroonish, pinkish color, just to give it a little bit of color. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing the cut crease. So I'm going to add a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand, just like this. And I'm going to be grabbing a brush, and I'm going to start cutting my crease. So I'm going to start here. So something like this. And then what I want to do is I'm going to be adding this shade right here, which is called Steampunk. It's this shade right here, and it's like a super pretty gold. I'm going to be applying that with a shading brush, and I'm going to wet my brush so the shade can be a little bit more intense. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Superstay Multi-Use Foundation Stick, and I'm in the shade 220, and I'm going to be applying this all over my face. And then for concealer, I'm going to be using the same Tarte Shade Tape under my eye, and again, I'm only going to be doing this part, and I'm not even going to contour my nose because I'm going to be doing something else. So now I'm going to be setting my face with a translucent powder. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to be doing a wing liner, and I'm going to be applying my eyelashes. And since you guys already know how I do that, I'm going to skip through this, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I apply my eyelashes, obviously. Now I'm going to be moving on to my under eye. I did not apply this eyelash, because of course I'm going to be doing something else there. So I'm going to start with my under eye, and I'm going to be grabbing this shade right here, which was Twig. And I'm going to be buffing it under the eye. I could show you how to fight. I'm also going to be grabbing a little bit of this shade right here, which was blue. And also a little bit of the shade, the gold shade. Okay, now I'm going to be adding my eyeliner to my waterline, and I'm going to be using the Sephora Kohl liner in the shade Cocoa. Okay, so I'm going to leave this like that for now. So now I'm going to be moving on to the other eye. So I bought these little pencils at the Halloween store, and I'm going to be using the black. So what I want to do to this part of the eye is I'm going to do a huge circle around my eye. So I'm literally going to cover my eyebrow and just go all the way around like this. Like this, and then I'm gonna fill all of this. I'm gonna just like fill it in. But for that, I'm gonna be using this palette right here that I have, and I'm gonna be using this black one right here to fill everything, because if not, it's gonna take me forever to fill it in with that pencil. Okay, I think I'm going to try it with the pencil just because I feel like it's going to be easier with the pencil. So now what I'm doing here is I'm just creating kind of like little circles, like kind of like making little flowers, and I'm going to fill them in as well. Okay, so I did this and I set the whole thing with black shadow, and I already applied my lash to this part of the eye. So now what I want to do is I'm going to be adding gold glitter to this eye, just because I don't want it all black. I want a little bit of something to shine. So I'm going to be using this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and it's like a dual shadow, but this part right here is a gold liner. So I'm going to be applying this all over my lid right here, and then a little bit over here. I know like right now you can't really see it, but at the end you'll be able to see everything come together. So now moving on, I want to do, so on here I'm going to add just little dots. I'm going to be adding white and red dots. Then I'm also going to be using this palette right here and a small detail brush. So I'm going to start with the white one, and I'm just going to be creating like little circles right here like this. Okay, so now moving on, I'm going to be contouring my face, and this is not a regular contour. It's gonna look a little bit funny at first, and I want to do a dark contour. So I'm gonna be using this contour brush, and I'm gonna be using the darkest shade from my contour palette, and instead of blending it upwards, I'm gonna blend it downwards. I'm also going to be drawing these dots on the top of my eyebrow. So I'm going to start with the red. And then I'm going to be adding the white ones. also want to do is just create a white line under my eyebrow. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing my nose. So I'm going to be using that same black crayon that I was using. If I can find it, where did I leave it? So I'm going to be making my nose, and I'm going to be doing kind of like a skull nose. So it's going to be round here, and it's going to be kind of like pointed from here. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding a little bit of blush to this side. And I'm just going to be using my Morphe blush palette. And I think I want to do just like natural. So just a little bit. You don't need to add a lot. I'm going to be adding my highlighter. And I'm going to be using the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, because this is like super blinding highlighter. And I want something real blinding. So I think I'm going to be using this brush because I can't find the other one. So I'm going to be moving on to my lips, and then I'm going to do the rest. So for my lips, I'm going to be using the Sephora lip liner, and this is in the shade Pleasant Plum. It's just like a dark plummy shade. And then for my lipstick, I'm going to be using a MAC lipstick, and this is in the shade Diva. It's also a dark shade. So now I'm going to start doing a bunch of random lines and stuff to my face, and I'm going to forward this because I don't need to explain this. You'll just see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I already did all the lines, as you guys can see, and this is the final result. It's super easy. It just has a lot of drawings, but if you get like an eyeliner, or I use eyeliner for the black one. If you find a white liner, it's gonna be easier. I could not find any white liners anywhere in the store, so I just used this paint thing that I have right here. But if you have a white eyeliner, it's gonna be so much easier. So this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching, and have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.